Okay, guys, good morning. So what we're going to work on today is these three terms. We're going to work at when we slide a shape, flip a shape, or turn a shape. Okay, and I have to apologize before we start. My shape drawing leaves a lot to be desired. So we're just going to worry about these three terms, whether we slide the shape, flip the shape, or turn the shape. Okay, so this first one right here, we're not flipping it because it's the same direction. We're not turning it. All we're doing is sliding it from here over to here. So this first one, you can see the dots in the exact same place. This dot's here, this dot's here. That's going to be a pretty big indicator that all we're doing is sliding it over. So if you could pick this up, what you would do, you would just slide it over and it would be exactly the same. So that one is going to be a slide. Okay. This one, number 2, is I've got this dot in the wrong place, but let me erase that because that would be a slide too. But what I want to show you is turn. So if we just turned this arrow over, you can see the dot is moving from the right corner of the arrow over to the left corner of the arrow. So actually we just take this arrow and flip it on its side and it would be a flip, and you can see the dot is on the opposite sides of the arrow. So you're just taking, you can do it either way. We can flip this to the right, or we could actually flip this one to the left. And if you just turn it over, flip it over, the dot's going to be on the opposite side. So that one would be a flip. We're just flipping that arrow over. Okay. And the last one is turn. So this really is supposed to be some sort of crescent moon, and I failed miserably. But this one, we're basically taking this whole shape and turning it around. And you can see this one is a little bit better. We're taking this triangle and we're turning it. So you can see that the top on this one faces up, and on this one, it faces sideways. So we're actually taking a shape and turning it. Okay. And you can see in the turn, the dots are in different places. Okay. So I'll go back up to the slide. So in the slide, the one thing you're going to know how when it's a slide is the dot is going to be in the exact same spot. So when you see a dot or a number in the exact same spot, that's going to signify we just slid that figure over. Okay. But for flip and turn, the dot's going to be in a different spot. But you can see for the flip, you're just basically taking the arrow and flipping it over. You're not turning at all. How you could tell if it was a turn for the arrow, if maybe the dot would be, that would be turning kind of the arrow, but we didn't turn the arrow there. We just flipped it. But turn, the shape is going to be kind of in a different spot. You can really see it with this triangle right here. This first one, now we're kind of turning it and laying it on its side. So that's really going to be the indication of the turn. The shape is going to kind of move, and it's going to be laying in a different position. As opposed to the flip, the arrow is directly the same, but where the dot is in a different place. Okay, so just the three things are just slide, flip, and turn. Okay, I'll put some practice up. It's pretty straightforward, you guys. Just remember, the dot stays the same in the shape. That's going to be the slide. If the dot's in a different spot, but the shape didn't really change positions, it's going to be a flip. And the turn is when really the shape was kind of moved in a different direction. Like this one here, you can see, don't worry about that one. That one's super confusing. But this one, you can really see that the triangle is laying in a different direction now. That's how you know you flipped the triangle, or turned the triangle, excuse me. We turned to this triangle. So this one, if we turn this one, we kind of turn it to the left. And this one, we would turn it upright to get to that one. So that one's really, when it changes kind of direction, that's when you know it's going to be a turn. All right, so I'll post some practice. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.